Making It Work is brought to you by Wealthsimple, which gives everyone access to simple, affordable investing on cruise control.
It's hard to pinpoint a specific reason why I gained a lot of weight over 2 years. Was it the new medication I was on? Was it a romantic relationship that I got too comfortable in? Was it that I switched my active restaurant job for a sedentary office job? Was it that I was using fast food not only as a reward, but also as an emotional bandage to deal with the existential dread of being a recent college graduate in a constantly shifting job market? I mean, who can say? Regardless, I decided to lose some weight. I specifically say lose weight instead of get healthy because this idea of getting healthy is sometimes a convoluted game of mental switcheroo to pretend like we were eating boiled chicken breast and spinach smoothies to improve our blood pressure. I did want to be healthy, but for me personally, that included losing weight. I wanted my clothes to fit better. I wanted to be able to swim faster and to hold yoga poses for longer. I wanted to get rid of my sleep apnea. And yeah, I wanted a sick revenge body after that comfortable relationship fell apart. I started on the ketogenic diet at the end of January and cut out pretty much all sugar and carbs from my life. There were physical lessons I learned pretty quickly. When I put garbage into my body, I feel like garbage. When I put good stuff into my body, I feel good. There were also a couple of money-related things that I learned along the way that I am delighted to pass along to you should you decide to lose weight, get healthy, or whatever you decide to call it. Number 1, you don't need an expensive gym. I am by no means a nutritionist or physical trainer, but losing weight is basically about calories in versus calories out. You need to be safely consuming fewer calories than you are burning. You can be a member of the nicest, most expensive gym in the country, but if you aren't eating correctly, squats won't do squat. Exercise doesn't have to be expensive. Don't tell your personal trainer, but for the first 6 months, I essentially lost 30 pounds without working out. I love to be active though, so I've started incorporating yoga classes, walks in the park, swimming, and YouTube workout videos, all of which are free or very cheap. Number 2, meal prepping can actually save you a lot of money. First of all, you need to figure out what you are willing to cut out of your diet and what you aren't. Don't meal prep for some idealistic version of who you think you should be. There is not any world in which I will be okay with eating a salad sans dressing every day. If you aren't realistic about what you can eat 5 or 7 days in a row, that food will go uneaten, and you've just wasted a lot of money. For me, I'm a big fan of casseroles. They're super easy to make, reheat very well, and cost me about $20 to $25, and last me for about 7 or 8 meals, which averages out to about $2 to $3 per meal. Try meal prepping your dinners too. I practice intermittent fasting, so I eat once at 1 p.m. and then usually right when I get home at 7 p.m. If I don't have a meal waiting for me at home, my mind will wander, and I will start imagining a romantic evening with every Chinese restaurant and pizza place in a 5-mile radius. Having something ready will keep you on track and help with portion control, and because you're not eating out, you'll save tons of money. Number 3, but the money you save can go straight to new clothes if you're not careful. Now at 65 pounds lost, I'm finding that some of my favorite clothes are so big it's kind of comical. I'm having to make some hard choices. Sure, I'm saving money by meal prepping, but I'm trying to make sure that money is going towards an emergency fund, an investment account, or debt repayment. One of my main excuses for not shopping before was that the clothes I wanted to wear didn't fit. But what happens when the clothes you love start loving you back? It's much harder to resist temptation. Now I either try to shop at thrift stores or discount stores. I also alter a lot of my existing clothes. I believe everyone who can should learn to sew, but if you can't or don't have access to a sewing machine, you can take them to a tailor. Just make sure taking clothes to the tailor doesn't cost you as much as buying a new wardrobe. Maybe ask friends if they have clothes they don't want. We've all tried to sell clothes to a thrift shop only to feel the sting of rejection. What do you mean you don't want this $90 blazer I wore once, 5 years ago? Organize a clothes swap. It's fun, it's cheap, and it's an excuse to get together with friends, drink wine, and gossip. My favorite workout. Number 4, if you aren't happy with your life, losing 65 pounds cannot magically fix that. If you don't like your thighs, there is no guarantee that losing 65 pounds will change that. If you don't pay your bills on time, 65 pounds isn't going to change that. If you hate your job, 65 pounds isn't going to change that. You know what changes when you lose 65 pounds? you are 65 pounds lighter. The fuzzy feelings, the confidence, the renewed vigor, it all comes from within. Your weight won't tell you how confident you are. Your blood pressure, how much you can bench press, how far you can run, how much you have saved in your 401k, how good of a friend you are, or if you always meet your deadlines. It's something that you have to work at. I know it sounds like some self-love hippy-dippy bullshit, but it's true.
If you've successfully started cutting back your spending with things like meal prepping and free workouts, be sure to funnel your savings into things that can help take care of future you, such as an investment account. And with an organization like Wealthsimple, you can basically start investing on autopilot. Wealthsimple is online investing that's as simple and human as it gets. In just 5 minutes, they'll build you a custom portfolio to fit your personal goals and timeline. Just answer a few easy questions and they'll manage your money for you on autopilot. Set it, forget it, and let your money grow in the background. You can turn on automatic deposits as well as set up a smart savings account with higher rates than big banks for your shorter-term goals, your wedding, your next great adventure, or that handbag you need. They also have a socially responsible portfolio that invests in green stocks and companies that support gender diversity. The fees are much lower than big banks, and TFD viewers get a $50 cash bonus for getting started. Check them out at wealthsimple.com/TFD or use the link in our description. There are no account minimums, and it only takes a few minutes to start. No excuses.